What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of
Don't Do That.
Don't Do That
Right here
on 16 TV on Wicked Wednesday.
Wicked Wednesday. So we have Tropical Punch.
Hit a brother, get wicked. Smoke of the app.
Tropical Punch.
Web weavers.
Another web weaver. So,
Web weavers.
oh, I said, no.
Oh, I thought she took it out the tube already.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Mike isn't on. Yours on?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's fine.
My mic was on.
Now I'm back.
My mic sound nice.
Tropical Punch. Web weaver. House of Dank. Lansing, Michigan.
Lansing, Michigan. That is
Lansing,
Michigan.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get her started.
Yeah.
Get her going. Get her going.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Merc.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna hit you with something light because I think Monday we, of course, as always, ladies first. So today I'm just gonna hit you because I only got one thing. That's why she's basically gonna run the whole show.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna give you this one though because it's a doozy. Ready? This one's called Not Invited to the Cookout.
Oh.
No, sir. Veto. All right. Not invited to the cookout. Why did I call it that? I'll tell you why. Wrote a song about it. Like to hear it, here it go. All right. The NAACP announced last Monday, that the group will not invite President Donny President Donny $2. See, you stole it from me. You took that from me. All right, so look, y'all know what we're doing. All right, so they will not invite President Donald Trump to its national convention next month in Charlotte, North Carolina. This will be the first time watch what we do here. This will be the first time in 116 years that they've ever excluded a sitting president from this event.
The Bushes even got invited.
And then they dropped this one. The president said, quote, president of the NAACP, quote, "This has nothing to do with political party. Our mission is to advance civil rights. And the current president has made it clear that his mission is to eliminate civil rights." End quote.
Because it obviously has nothing to do with a political party, because all the
Bushes made it.
Every single president before him has made it there to be able to.
This is the first time
be at the cookout.
This is unprecedented because this is the first time in 116 years that they have excluded a sitting president from this event. This is the first time in recorded history that we have had people take to the streets on the president's birthday to protest him and even call it a no King's Day.
We don't live there no more. That's why I'm.
I
that
keep
whole
saying,
unorganized, unridiculously.
I keep saying, is this your king? Is this your king? I keep saying it, but I mean, it just gives me. I never run out of material.
Okay. So for this, we have veteran Michigan political fundraiser pleads guilty to misleading investigators.
Mm. Mm.
Now, there's reasoning behind why I got this particular story, because I was reading it and I was like, wow. 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 So, Lansing, Michigan. Okay. Lansing, Michigan.
Right here.
Sandra Baxter, a longtime Republican political fundraiser, pleaded guilty to misleading law enforcement officials in this was last Tuesday. Misleading law enforcement officials in March 2023 as they probed the flow of money from nonprofit organizations to the Unlock Michigan petition campaign. Baxter signed a plea agreement with Attorney General Dana Nessel's office and acknowledged during a hearing in Ingham County Circuit Court that she had provided investigators misleading information. In February of 2024, Nessel's office had originally charged Baxter, former finance director of the Michigan GOP, with perjury, a felony that carries a maximum penalty of 15 years behind bars. Now, as part of the plea deal, Ms. Baxter accepted a different, lesser misdemeanor charge of making a false or misleading statement regarding a material fact in a criminal investigation. Now, this misdemeanor can result in up to only 1 year in jail or a fine up to $2,500. In court, Stein Grand, an assistant attorney general, said prosecutors won't seek upfront jail time for Baxter. Judge James Jamo will set Baxter's sentence on August 13th. Now, there will be probably no trial for it, as always, considering the fact that she's a political person. I feel that with something like that, being who you are, being the fact of that you are that political standing, that you don't deserve to not have some sort of jail time. The fact that you're stealing money pretty much from the people and lying about it, helping defraud it, whatever you want to call it, you don't deserve $2,500. What is that for you? Personally, that's a that's a lot. That's a lot of money for some people, but for people like you, that's a throw in the bucket. And no jail time at all, nothing, not even a weekend. There's regular citizens out here that still have to do weekends. They're lucky because they work.
I'm just so tired.
It's like they get
the rules not apply so much to one group as another. Like another group.
I feel as if if you have money, you get so much lesser time.
Yeah. One person, like one group of people can do something and they will get pardoned, and another group of people will do the exact same thing and they will go to jail for life. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's really frustrating. It's really frustrating.
All right.
I feel like now the veil has been pulled off to where you can see. It's almost like
it's fully available.
Man, it's
all right there. Palm of your hands, literally.
And in some places, all you gotta do is turn on the TV, and it's everywhere you look.
Yeah.
Because now people are getting really vocal. They had a whole day where they flooded the streets of pretty much every major city with picket signs.
All right. Killing of Duante Wright. On April 11th, 2021, a 20-year-old Black American man was fatally shot in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota by police officer Kimberly Potter during a traffic stop and attempted arrest for an outstanding warrant. After a brief struggle with officers, Potter shot Wright in the chest once at close range. Wright then drove off a short distance until his vehicle collided with another and hit a concrete barrier. An officer administered CPR to Wright. Paramedics were unable to revive him, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Potter said she meant to use her service taser, shouting "Taser, taser," just before mistakenly firing her service pistol instead. So the shooting sparked protests in Brooklyn Center and renewed ongoing demonstrations against police shootings in Minneapolis, St. Paul, metropolitan area, leading to citywide and regional curfews. Demonstrations took place over several days in spread cities across the United States. 2 days after the incident, Potter and Brooklyn Center Police Chief Tim Gannon resigned from their positions. Potter was convicted of first-degree manslaughter and second-degree manslaughter at a jury trial in Hennepin County. She received a two-year sentence, of which she served 16 months incarcerated. Wright's family settled a wrongful death lawsuit with the city of Brooklyn Center for $3.25 million. The passenger in Wright's car, who was injured in the collision, settled a civil suit with the city for $350,000. Public outrage over Wright's death, one of several high-profile police killings of Black Americans in the early 2020s, helped advance discussion of police reform measures. In Brooklyn Center, the police department changed its police on arresting people for misdemeanor offenses, and city council introduced alternative public safety measures, but several proposed reforms failed to be implemented. In Minnesota and elsewhere in the United States, Wright's death led to changes in taser procedures and other policing policies. Yet we still see people still being shot in the back as they're running away. Like Rodney Hitton, his child was running away, and God forbid you use a taser, right?
How many?
Your fat asses can't run that fast.
How many people have we reported that were running away and had their back to the officer when they were shot?
I don't know.
Probably about 4.
I don't even count. I don't even count anymore.
It's like 4. I know it's more than 2.
Oh yeah,
that were shot in the back. I know it's more than 2.
Oh yeah.
I
mean, how there was all of them. The thing is the point here is they are all unarmed.
So you got your back
all unarmed
to them. You can't do anything from this. You can't do that.
I mean,
so if they're running away, then their back is to you. How are they able to go on offense when they're clearly on defense? They're running away. So you use your gun and shoot them in the back
instead of the taser, right?
It seems cowardly. It seems over the top.
It's almost like we just wasted money because they don't use it.
Yeah,
they don't use it.
Waste money on the training because the attitude behind the training is not the weapon itself; it's the person using the weapon or refusing to not use the weapon and use the other that they were given, which is the taser. Or well, they were too far away. Well, then shoot them in the leg. Shoot in the air and they will drop to the ground. They won't keep running. They will understand that you're serious. Something besides killing the person.
Because at the end of the day, if you're doing something wrong, then you're doing something wrong, and you have a right to due process, court hearings, jail time, your life. Your life. Why not your life? Hell, I mean, if I was out here doing something I wasn't supposed to do, I'd take a shot in the leg other than my life. You know, I'd take that because I'm alive.
I had a conversation with a random stranger, actually, because I do food service, I do customer service. So I asked the guy, I said, "How are you today?" He says, "I'm doing great, brother. I'm not in jail or dead." That immediately struck a chord with me, and I said, "You know what?
That
is fair enough, brother. I understand that." I said, "Because I've never been to prison, don't want to go to prison." I said, "But I've done state boot camp." He said, "What, SAI?" I said, "Yeah, SAI." He said, "My boy escaped from that. He escaped from that. He came to my house, but he told me all about it." I said, "He escaped from that." I said, "Wow." So then we started trading stories. He told me about prison. I told him about state boot camp. And we both said that these cats out here that are out here acting stupid and constantly doing dumb stuff, they need to understand how important their freedom is. Because once you get your freedom taken away from you, then you fully realize that your freedom is so
they don't give anybody a chance to get to that point. They'd rather just take them out. You know, just take them out. I mean, I remember there was a time. Okay, here's a perfect example here, because a friend of mine actually ended up having her dogs ended up being put down because of this, because of somebody else's kids that were living with them was shooting outside with a BB gun, and police got called. I think somebody got hit with it, or something ended up happening to the point where.
Did they kill the kid?
No, they didn't. Of course, yeah, thank God they didn't. But there were no real trouble for him, probation and all that good jazz. Instead of putting these kids in boot camp, because we're just so, oh my God, we had these kids running out in the snow with, you know, they had clothes on.
Right.
They were running outside because these are kids that need discipline, because the discipline that you took away from us, we can't give to them. So now we have to have people like that. But now we don't even give anybody a chance to get to that point.
Bang, bang.
Just fuck it, shoot them. That seems to be
that's the go-to now. It's all about the population control mandate that the Trump administration has sent to all of the acting police officers and military.
Well, that's now, yeah. That happened. I mean, shit was happening before that.
Allegedly.
But at the same time.
Because that's just me speculating. I think that he got voted in office because they wanted someone to be a tyrant. He said he would do it. And I still don't understand. I love Jasmine Crockett, though. I still don't understand how he's in the White House with 34 felony counts and how he surpassed the whole process to take it to
federal level to get out of state charges. Like,
I'm just understand. I'm not getting how I do. I'm just posing this to y'all.
That's why I worry about certain things, certain people getting out. Because if he can do it, who's to really say that he can't overturn state charge? He can if he can get his state charges overturned and go to federal,
Donny
and get them taken away. How can
pardon Diddy? He could pardon R. Kelly. Might do it as a political move to try and get that third term. I'm gonna free.
Honestly,
I'm
though,
gonna free all the black people. I'm gonna do right by them. You help build the country, you know. You help build the country. I'm gonna free. I'm gonna free R. Kelly. I'm gonna free Bill Cosby. I love Bill Cosby. I love Pudding Pops. I'm gonna free everybody, and then he'll get that third term. I mean, I'm just joking around. Am I?
All right. Well, we will see you next time on Epic Friday. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, get notified for every time that we drop new content. Guys, have a great rest of your day. See you Friday. Peace.